How close do you want it?
Okay, I'll wait too.
You good?
In a minute, this room, this amazing room, is going to be full of leaders from all over the world. And what I'm so excited to talk to them about is this concept of reinventability.
Please help me in welcoming Nataly Kogan.
He brings a ton of energy.
He lights up the whole auditorium.
Felt like chills in my body.
Hello, awesome humans. So I cannot tell you how excited I am to talk to you about this idea of reinventability. Reinventability is our dynamic ability to grow through change and truly step into our potential. I speak all over the world to awesome humans and leaders like you. The number one thing that I hear is, I and my team are so overwhelmed by the pace of change. So here is some good news. You can learn not just to handle change better, but to thrive through it. With the right mindset, change becomes something amazing. It actually becomes the catalyst to help us grow into the best version of who we are. Do you want to find out how to do that? All right, fantastic, because that's what I want to share with you. But before we talk about the mindset, I want to tell you my story on change. I grew up in the former Soviet Union, and when I was 13, my parents and I left everything and everyone we knew behind and started our journey to try and come to the US as refugees. And it was a really difficult experience, but it gave me a huge gift. And the gift that it gave me is I got really great at change. I had to learn how to adapt, how to learn to speak English. The lessons I learned became really useful because over the next 25 years of my career, I went through so much change. I started my career in consulting at McKinsey, and then I've helped build 5 different companies, including one that I started, a company called Happier. We built what became the world's largest gratitude sharing app, and it was incredibly meaningful to create something that was helping so many people. But the absolute relentless pressure of running a startup combined with my complete lack of focus on my own well-being eventually caught up to me, and I completely burnt out. And it was in this absolute uncertainty, when I could no longer do what I thought I should do, that I finally admitted something to myself that I had denied for 39 years. You see, I have always wanted to paint, but I never let myself. Why? Because painting didn't have anything to do with my very narrow concept of myself as a tech CEO. And it took hitting that really low point to realize something that still feels really vulnerable to share with you. I'm an artist. Once I embraced that dimension of myself as an artist, every single part of my life and work improved. I became a better leader. I became a better colleague. I grew into a fuller version of myself, into a better version of myself. And this is what is possible for all of us. When we are willing to truly embrace change and to reinvent, we shed the weight of our limitations. And it is from that place of aliveness that we can create the impact that I know all of you want to have, the impact that is truly yours. So how do we do this? Well, I spent 10 years of research in neuroscience and psychology, and then I applied the science of how transformation actually takes place to create what I call the reinventable mindset. And I want to journey through it with you together. I get to work with some of the most brilliant, committed, awesome leaders and companies in the world. As we go through and apply this reinventability framework, what happens is they shift out of that frustration and overwhelm into this mindset of what is possible. My absolute favorite question to ask when I work with leaders and teams is, what are new possibilities that might be opening up as you go through this change. Everything changes when you shift your focus to that. What are some new opportunities that I could explore? Are there new dimensions of me that I want to bring forth through this change? These are some of the questions I want you to ask yourself to activate your brain to look for what's possible instead of resisting and fearing the obstacles or what's hard.
It was absolutely unforgettable.
I felt very motivated.
It was engaging. It was one that really opened me up.
Within minutes, the energy in the room was just very free. And if we're talking about trying to cultivate creativity, innovation in teams, this is it.
We all have these limiting beliefs. They are the biggest blocker to your happiness and to your ability to grow into who you're really meant to be. Yes, change is incredibly difficult, but it gives us this amazing opportunity to grow into more of who we're meant to be. And when we do that, when we have the courage to be more of who we are, that's when we can thrive through change. So it is time to peel off your limiting beliefs and reveal your inner masterpiece. The one that's been there all along, just like this one. Thank you all so much. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you guys.